Welcome back to the Dating Tips 101 podcast. Today, we're exploring a theme that often goes unspoken. Love is not everything. It may seem counterintuitive to say, especially in a world that often glorifies romance as the ultimate goal. But love, while beautiful and fulfilling, is just one part of a rich, balanced life. In this episode, we'll talk about why maintaining independence is essential, how self-fulfillment contributes to a healthy relationship, and why your personal happiness doesn't have to depend on your relationship status. We'll also discuss ways to cultivate your own identity while in a relationship, so love becomes a complement to your life, not a replacement for it. Let's dive in together and discover why a life balance between love, independence, and self-fulfillment is the most empowering way to approach relationships. Many of us grow up with the idea that finding the one is the ultimate goal. We're told that love will complete us, make us whole, and be the answer to all our dreams. But real life is more complex than that. While love brings joy and companionship, it's not a substitute for our sense of self or our personal happiness. When we place love on a pedestal, we risk sacrificing parts of ourselves in pursuit of the relationship. This can lead to dependence, insecurity, and a loss of individuality. True fulfillment comes from within, through our passions, goals, friendships, and self-growth. Love enhances our lives, but it doesn't define them. Let's look at the story of Jenna. Jenna was in a committed relationship and poured all her energy into making it work. She took up her partner's interests, scheduled her life around his, and eventually found herself putting her own dreams on hold. Jenna believed that making these sacrifices was part of loving someone. But over time, Jenna noticed a growing sense of frustration. She began to feel like she had lost touch with who she was. Her friendships faded, her personal goals were neglected, and she felt more dependent on her partner than ever. One day, Jenna decided to take a step back and reevaluate her life. She realized that while she loved her partner, she needed to nurture her own identity and ambitions. She started pursuing hobbies she'd forgotten about, reconnecting with friends, and setting new goals for herself. Through this journey, Jenna discovered that independence didn't weaken her relationship, it strengthened it. She was happier, more confident, and her partner noticed the positive change in her. Jenna's story reminds us that love is important, but it doesn't have to be everything. Independence is a cornerstone of a healthy relationship. When both partners maintain their own identities, it creates a dynamic where each person brings something unique to the relationship. Independence fosters mutual respect, personal growth, and a sense of equality. Think of independence as a way to nurture your own garden. When you tend to your own interests, ambitions, and friendships, you're enriching your life. This not only benefits you, but also brings fresh energy and perspective to your relationship. Finding a balance between independence and togetherness is essential. Too much independence can create distance, while too much togetherness can lead to dependence. The goal is to enjoy each other's company without losing sight of your own interests and ambitions. Consider it like dancing. In a dance, each person moves in harmony with the other, but they don't lose their individual movements. Independence and togetherness are similar. A healthy relationship allows for both personal freedom and shared connection. Here's an exercise to help you reflect on your level of independence. 1. Identify your passions. List 3 things that bring you joy or fulfillment outside of your relationship. This could be a hobby, career goal, or friendship. 2. Schedule me time. Make time each week to engage in one of these activities. Treat this time as a priority, just like any other important commitment. 3. Set personal goals. Think about one goal that excites you and create a plan to work toward it. Achieving personal goals can boost your confidence and sense of independence. This exercise is about nurturing your own happiness and making sure you're investing in yourself even within a relationship. Self-fulfillment means finding contentment and joy from within. It's about building a life that feels meaningful, with or without a partner. Self-fulfillment doesn't make love less important. It simply means that you're not reliant on someone else to feel complete. Being self-fulfilled in a relationship allows you to approach love from a place of abundance rather than need. It empowers you to love freely without fear of losing yourself. When we cultivate self-fulfillment, we're happier, more confident, and more resilient, which makes our relationships healthier and more balanced. Emily had always been in relationships where she relied on her partners for happiness. When her last relationship ended, she was devastated and felt empty. She realized that she'd never taken the time to cultivate a fulfilling life on her own. Emily decided to try something different. She started investing in her interests, joining a yoga class, learning to cook, and working on her career goals. She also made an effort to build stronger friendships and spent more time with her family. As Emily became more self-fulfilled, her perspective on relationships shifted. She no longer felt like she needed a partner to feel happy. Instead, she wanted a partner who would enhance her life, not complete it. By the time Emily started dating again, she approached love from a place of confidence and self-worth. Emily's story reminds us that self-fulfillment is about creating a life that brings us joy and contentment, regardless of our relationship status. Ask yourself, what are 3 activities that make me feel happy and fulfilled? How can I incorporate these activities into my weekly routine? What goals can I set that align with my personal growth? By answering these questions, you're taking steps toward creating a life that feels whole and satisfying. When we are self-fulfilled, relationships become an addition to our lives rather than the center of it. Self-reliance in a relationship doesn't mean distancing yourself. It means being able to stand on your own 2 feet. It's the confidence that comes from knowing you're capable, resilient, and self-sufficient. When we're self-reliant, we bring a sense of security to our relationships because we're not dependent on our partner for validation or support. A self-reliant partner is someone who brings stability and confidence to the relationship. This doesn't mean you won't lean on each other during tough times, but it does mean that each partner has the inner strength to navigate life's challenges. Olivia was always afraid of being alone, so she jumped from one relationship to another. Over time, she realized that her fear of being single was rooted in insecurity and a lack of self-reliance. Determined to change, Olivia spent time building her independence. She learned to manage her finances, develop new skills, and set personal goals. She found that being self-reliant gave her a newfound sense of freedom and confidence. When Olivia eventually entered a new relationship, she approached it from a place of strength, not fear. Olivia's story teaches us that self-reliance makes us stronger partners. It allows us to give and receive love freely without the need to cling or control. To cultivate self-reliance, try the following steps. 1. Build financial independence. Take steps to understand your finances, budget, and save for your future. 2. Develop personal skills. Engage in activities that build your confidence and competence, like learning a new skill or taking a course. 3. Spend time alone. Practice enjoying your own company. Spend a day doing things you love just for yourself. These practices reinforce that you are capable and secure on your own. Self-reliance doesn't weaken a relationship. It enriches it by bringing 2 strong individuals together. Today, we explored why love isn't everything, how independence strengthens relationships, and the importance of self-reliance. Jenna, Emily, and Olivia each showed us that by nurturing our individuality, we bring a richer, more balanced version of ourselves into our relationships. When love is a part of a fulfilling life, not the whole picture, it allows us to experience deeper connection without losing our sense of self. As you move forward, remember that a healthy relationship doesn't require you to sacrifice your identity. Instead, it encourages you to be your fullest, most authentic self. Embrace your passions, pursue your goals, and build a life that feels whole with or without a partner. I'd like to leave you with a reflection exercise. Take some time this week to consider the following questions. 1. What parts of myself do I cherish that aren't related to my relationship? 2. What goals or dreams can I pursue that will bring me joy and fulfillment? 3. How can I incorporate more independence and self-reliance into my life? By answering these questions, you're taking steps toward a balanced, empowered approach to love and life. Your happiness is yours to create, and love is just one beautiful part of that journey. If today's episode resonated with you, please consider subscribing to the Dating Tips 101 and sharing it with friends who may benefit. Remember, you deserve a love that respects your independence and supports your growth. Thank you for joining me, and until next time, keep nurturing your own happiness building your dreams and embracing love as a complement, not a requirement.